Okay, Namaste students and welcome back. I hope whatever sums we have discussed in this GST topic, you must have gone through all that sums. And students, if you have gone through all the sums, you might be knowing that till now we have discussed 7 different type of sums and all the sums were related to intrastate. Okay. Now in this session we are going to see mixed kind of sums. Mixed kind of sums means it can be intrastate and interstate, or it can only be interstate. Okay. So today in this session we are going to do different kind of, again few different kind of sums. Okay. So let us see. So see the eighth one. The printed price of an article is rupees 40,000. A wholesaler in UP. So there is a wholesaler in UP who buys the article from a manufacturer in Gujarat. So see students, UP and Gujarat now both are different states. They are not within the same state. So from this we can know that this sum is of interstate. Okay, interstate means if the transactions or business are taking place between two different states. So you know how the tax distribution will be done? Yes. In this case the IGCST will be collected. That is integrated goods and service tax. Okay. And we know that this integrated goods and service tax, the whole thing will go to the government. Okay. So the printed price of an article is 40,000. Now in this there is a wholesaler is from UP. He buys the article from the manufacturer in Gujarat. Article from a manufacturer in Gujarat at a discount of 10% on the printed price. So the wholesaler is buying the article from the manufacturer in Gujarat but at a discount of 10%. Okay. The wholesaler sells the article to a retailer in Himachal. Again Himachal. So the UP wholesaler sells the article to a retailer in Himachal. So again different states. So again it is interstate. So at which price he sells? At 5% above the printed price. Whatever is the printed price, in this case it is 40,000. So the wholesaler of UP sells the article to Himachal Pradesh retailer at 5% above the printed price. If the rate of GST is 18%, fine. Okay, so these three sub questions you have to find. And as students, you know, as I am telling in all the sums, don't see the sub question that present. First, whatever information is given in the sum, first you find each and everything. So automatically you will get the answers of your sub questions. So students, from the sum you only have to understand one thing is whether the transactions given over here is taking place as intrastate or interstate. Now here I can see a wholesaler from UP is purchasing from the manufacturer in Gujarat. So two different states. So it is an interstate transaction. Again the UP wholesaler is selling to a retailer in Himachal Pradesh. So again two different states. So again it is interstate. Okay, so if it is a sum of interstate, you know the whole tax goes to the central government. And then afterwards central government decides how much they will give to the UP government, or how much they will give to Gujarat government, or how much they will give to Himachal Pradesh. But that we don't have to worry. Okay, that type of questions are not asked. That from IGST how much tax will go to the different states, that you don't have to worry. You just have to understand one thing, students, over here, that when the transactions are interstate, means which is between two different states, IGCST is collected, that is integrated goods and service tax. And only you have to remember one thing, the whole tax goes to the central government. Okay, so this is the main difference between interstate and intrastate. Now students, you already know for intrastate we have done 7 different type of sums. Okay, in this session you can see the first sum is only of interstate. So now let us see how we will solve this sum. First of all, we know that the wholesaler in UP buys the article from a manufacturer in Gujarat. So the wholesaler in UP is buying article from Gujarat manufacturer. So he will have to pay as input tax because wholesaler is purchasing. And you know input means whenever you are purchasing anything, you will have to pay as input tax. Okay. So first we'll write a wholesaler on UP. So first we'll write wholesaler, and it will be, we'll write UP. Okay, because this wholesaler is from UP. And Okay, now he's purchasing the article from the manufacturer in Gujarat, but at which price? At discount of 10%. So wholesaler of UP is getting a discount of 10% on this article. So let us calculate what will be the cost price of the wholesaler of UP. Okay, so cost price of an article. See, this will be the selling price for Gujarat manufacturer, but the UP wholesaler is purchasing, so it will be the cost price for the wholesaler of UP. So CP of an article is from 40,000 is getting a discount of 10%. Yes, it is 10%. So what is 10% discount? 4,000. So 40,000 minus 4,000. So this will be the selling price. Okay. So the cost price of an article for the wholesaler is 36,000. Now as the wholesaler is purchasing from the manufacturer of Gujarat, so this wholesaler will have to pay input tax. Okay. So we'll write input tax. Now students, we need to clarify this input tax is for whom? For a wholesaler or for a manufacturer Gujarat, but we have already written the heading over here, wholesaler UP. So whatever details we will be writing only for the UP dealer. Okay, sorry, UP wholesaler. So the input tax, now students, remember tax is always collected on the selling price. So finally the Gujarat manufacturer from Gujarat is selling the article at which price? At 36,000. So the wholesaler of UP will have to pay tax on 36,000. Now remember, it is an interstate, so whole 18% will be calculated. Okay, here 9% will not go to state government or 9% will not go to central government, because here the transaction is interstate. Two different states are there, UP and Gujarat. So the whole 18% will go to the government. So what is the input tax paid by the wholesaler in UP? So we will calculate, that is 18% of rupees 36,000. Now when I calculate 18%, it comes to rupees. So 2 zeros will be 1 0, 8 6 are 48, carry 4. Oh sorry, let us multiply and see. 18 6 will be 108, if I am not wrong. Yes, 18 3 are 54 plus 10 64. So 6480. Okay, so 6480 will be the tax, input tax paid by the wholesaler in UP. So now let us calculate. Okay, so what? So finally the wholesaler is paying total how much for the article? 36,000. He has purchased the article, and on 36,000 he has paid the tax of 6,480. So finally, whenever he is purchasing the article, how much money is spending? 36,000 for this article plus 6,480 for the tax. So in all he is purchasing 42,480. Okay. Now let us see. After purchasing the article, what the wholesaler in UP is doing? He is selling. He is selling to whom? To the retailer in Himachal Pradesh. So now we will write the retailer. Now we will write the details of retailer. Now this retailer is again from Himachal Pradesh. Okay. So again two different states. So again it will be interstate transaction. Okay. So now let us see, the retailer purchases at which price? The price at which the UP wholesaler is selling. Okay, now let us see, the UP wholesaler is selling at which price? The wholesaler sells the article to a retailer in Himachal Pradesh at 5% above the printed price. So at which price the retailer is purchasing this article? So cost price of an article will be, printed price is 40,000 plus is selling 5% above the printed price. So it will be 5% of 40,000, so it will be 2,000, because 10% is 4,000. So it will be rupees 42,000. Okay, so it will be rupees 42,000. So the wholesaler in UP is selling the article to a retailer in Himachal Pradesh at 42,000. Now remember, the wholesaler in UP is selling the item to retailer. So whenever we sell the item and the tax which we collect after selling, that is called output tax. Okay. So output tax collected by wholesaler. So output tax collected by wholesaler. This wholesaler is of UP, so we'll mention it. So how much tax he will collect on which price? The price at which he is selling. So he is selling at which price? 42,000. Okay, students. So he will collect the tax on 42,000. I hope you are understanding which is the output tax, which is the input tax. Students, make one thing very much clear. Whenever you are purchasing anything, and on the purchase, the tax which you are paying, it is called input tax. And whenever you are selling something out, so see the names, output. So whenever you are selling your things out, so your things are going out. So whenever you are selling anything and the tax which you are collecting on that, that is called output tax. This is one simple way to remember. Okay. So now the output tax collected by the wholesaler will be on which price? 42,000. How much tax he will collect? It is given, it is 18%. So 18% of rupees 42,000. So again we have to multiply and see 18 to the 36, 6 carry 3. So it will be rupees 7560. So how much output tax is collected? Okay, so how much output tax is collected by the, how much output tax is collected by the wholesaler? That is 7560. So what is the net IGCST payable by the wholesaler to the government? So we will find that, therefore net IGCST. Why students IGCST? GST, IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax. So what is the net IGST collected by the wholesaler? Okay, so the net IGST payable. See students, now understand this thing carefully. Now when the wholesaler is purchasing the article, so this much tax he is already given, he is not giving directly to the government, he is giving to the manufacturer, and then the Gujarat manufacturer will give it to the government. So this much tax he has given to the Gujarat manufacturer. Okay, so this money is spent from the wholesaler's pocket. The wholesaler who is from UP, this money goes from his pocket. Okay, so what he will do when he will collect the tax after selling? So from 7,560, first of all he will take his money which he has given from his pocket. So first he will keep this much money and the balance amount he will give it to the government. So net IGST payable by wholesaler. Now even if you don't write UP, it's fine, because the wholesaler is, there is only, see, wholesaler, manufacturer and retailer, only 3 people are there. So it will be 7,560 minus 6,480. So when I subtract this, it comes to 0, it comes to 840. So how much IGST is payable to the government by the wholesaler? It is 1,080. Because see students, from 7,560, first of all he will keep 6,480 in his pocket. Why? Because while purchasing he has given this money from his pocket. Okay, so he will not give this whole amount to the government. Okay, now you will be knowing that, because in all the sums now you know how we are calculating this net CGST or net IGST or net SGST, how we are calculating. Okay, so net IGST payable will be rupees 1,080. So the wholesaler will give rupees 1,080 to the government. Okay, so retailer also we have done, yes. So we have done almost all the things from the sum. Now let us calculate. Now let us see what we have to find. The amount inclusive of tax paid by the wholesaler for the article means how much total amount including tax the wholesaler has paid for the article. See, so the answer will be, first of all, 36,000 he has paid in purchasing the article. So 36,000 plus how much tax he has paid? 6480. So total how much he has paid? 42,480. So the wholesaler has paid total amount 42,480 for the article. 36,000 cost price plus 6,480 as tax. So actually the wholesaler is paying 42,480 for the article inclusive of tax. Okay. Let us see the second thing. The amount inclusive of tax paid by the retailer for the article. Now how much retailer is paying for this article? First of all, see, the retailer is purchasing at rupees 42,000 plus how much tax he is paying? He is paying a tax of 7,560. So it comes to rupees 49,560 rupees. So the retailer is paying how much amount? 49,560. See students, actually the article started from 36,000. After going through these different chains or after going through these different people and after adding the GST, see the article reaches to 49,560. Still the retailer will keep his profit and then he will give it to the customer. So just imagine, article which was of 36,000, finally they are reaching at which price? 49,560, but still to the retailer. Now retailer will also keep his profit and then again he will sell the article. Again from customer he will take the price. So again tax. So again the customer will pay tax. So this article will reach to customer, I think around 53 or 54,000. Okay. So see, in this chain 18,000 rupees are added to this article. In this tax is also included. Okay. That's why this time, that's why you can see people are preferring more online shopping because it is a direct purchasing. No manufacturer, no retailer, nothing. Okay. It is a direct purchasing. So and it is comparatively cheap after seeing all these things. Okay. So basically students, in practical life and real life, the transactions are done in this way. Just imagine the income generated from this GST to the government. Okay, students, you read in the newspaper how much income is generated from this GST. Okay, so now let us see the third one. The amount of tax received by the central government. Okay, first of all, see, the wholesaler has given this much tax to the manufacturer of Gujarat. So the manufacturer of Gujarat will deposit this much tax to the government. So 6480 plus, and this is the tax paid by the wholesaler to the government. So 1080. So finally just see how much tax the government is getting. 7560. So the government is getting a tax of 7,560. Still the retailer is not selling. If the retailer is selling to customer, then retailer will also collect tax. Retailer has also given the tax. He will also collect the tax. So the net tax paid by the retailer, that will also be added to this. But in this question, it is not given that the retailer is selling the article to customer at which price. So our sum ends at retailer. Okay students, so you can see in this sum of interstate, you can see how the calculations are done. Okay, one thing is good in that we don't have to divide the tax in interstate. I think now you should be knowing that in interstate, tax is not divided between state and central government. The whole tax is taken by the central government, and then later on central government decides then how much should be given to state and how much tax should be kept with the central government. Okay students, so I hope that you have understood this sum. If you have not understood, please go through the sum once, go through all the steps, and students, here written part is very important. Huh? Please take care, write each and every detail, explain each and everything, that these calculations are for which thing, this is which tax, input tax for whom, this is output tax for whom. Please write very much clear so the paper checker can understand that you are clear with the concepts. Okay, so please write the statements. Okay, so students, once again you go through this sum, see the sub questions and see the solution. I hope you are able to understand. That's why we are going very slow, because as it is a new topic for you and new concept. Okay, so please go through all the steps and the sum. Yes. Okay students, let us see another different kind of sum. A shopkeeper in Delhi buys an article at the printed price of 24,000 from a wholesaler in Mumbai. So the shopkeeper in Delhi is buying the article from the wholesaler in Mumbai. So again students, two different states, Delhi and Mumbai. Okay, so interstate, remember, the shopkeeper sells to a consumer in Delhi. Now the Delhi shopkeeper is selling the article in Delhi only. So again it is an intrastate. Okay, the shopkeeper of Delhi is selling the article in Delhi only. So it is a intrastate transaction. So here students, you can see while purchasing it is interstate and while selling it is intrastate. So in this type of sums, be careful in the tax distribution. Okay. At a profit of 15% on the basic real price, whatever is the basic real price, he wants 15% profit on that. If the rate of GST is 12%, fine, then these students automatically you will get. Okay. First of all, let us see the shopkeeper in Delhi. Okay. So the shopkeeper in Delhi. Okay. Now we know the shopkeeper in Delhi is purchasing the article from whom? From the Mumbai wholesaler. So at which price he is selling? Is he getting any discount? No. The shopkeeper is purchasing from the wholesaler in Mumbai at printed price only, that is 24,000. So what will be the cost price of an article for the shopkeeper in Delhi? He is purchasing at printed price only, so it will be rupees 24,000. Now see, the Delhi shopkeeper is purchasing, so he will have to pay input tax. Now from whom is purchasing? From a wholesaler in Mumbai. So it is an interstate transaction. Delhi shopkeeper is purchasing from the wholesaler in Mumbai. So it is an interstate transaction. So he will have to pay ICST. Okay? it is IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax. So he will have to pay IGST. So input tax payable. Now he will pay the tax on how much money? On this 24,000. Okay. Now students, if you see in your textbook, they have made the boxes and they have written all the details. If you are comfortable with the textbook, you can do that also. Or if you don't want to make boxes, that is also, it is fine. You can just write this step by step. I think drawing boxes and writing all the headings, it will be a waste of time. So it's better you solve the sums in this way only. So what is the input tax payable by the shopkeeper in Delhi? What is the rate? The rate of GST is 12%. So he will have to pay 12% on this. So 12% of 24,000. So it comes to 12 4s are 48. Carry 4, 24. So he has paid 2,880 rupees to whom? Not directly to the government, students. Remember, he is purchasing the article from whom? From the wholesaler in Mumbai. So this much tax he will give it to the Mumbai wholesaler. Okay. Now what the shopkeeper is doing? Now the shopkeeper is selling the article. The shopkeeper sells to a consumer in Delhi at a profit of 15% on the basic real price. Actually, what is the basic real price of this? It is 24,000. Okay. So the shopkeeper is selling to a consumer in Delhi. So first let us write consumer. So consumer in Delhi. Now see, the shopkeeper in Delhi is selling the article in Delhi only, so it is within the state. So it is now from here the sum will start off intra-state. Yes. So let us see. Now students, we have done so many sums of intrastate, so now you will be knowing that whatever tax is collected from the consumer, okay, 50% will go to state government, 50% will go to central government. Okay, so input tax payable will be 2,880. So 2,880 is tax collected from, this tax is paid by the shopkeeper in Delhi to the manufacturer of Mumbai, to the wholesaler in Mumbai. Now for consumer, what is the cost price of an article? So the CP of an article is, now he is selling at a profit of 15%. So 24,000 plus 15% of rupees 24,000. So it will be rupees 24,000 plus 15% of 24,000. If you calculate 15 4 the 60, 0 carry 6. Okay, it will be 3,600. So finally it is rupees 3,600. So it will be 30,600 rupees. Okay, it will be 30,600 rupees. So the this shopkeeper is selling to consumer at which price? 30,600 rupees. Now he will collect the tax, okay, because after, see, he is selling the article, the wholesaler is selling the shopkeeper is selling the article to customer, so he will collect the tax from customer, and the tax collected by the shopkeeper is called output tax. Yes, so output tax collected by shopkeeper. Now students, you have to take care in this that the shopkeeper is also from Delhi and the consumer is also from Delhi. So here the transaction is intrastate transaction. Okay, so here we know in intrastate transaction 50% of GST will go to state government and 50% will go to central government. So it is actually 12%. So 6%. Okay, so output tax collected by shopkeeper as, let us write as CGST. So 6% of 30,600. So it will be nothing but 6 6 are 36 and 3 and 6 3s are 18. So this tax will go as a CGST, and let us write one more tax. So output tax collected by shopkeeper as SGST. Why students we are dividing the tax? Because see, the shopkeeper of Delhi is selling the article to customer in Delhi only. So here the transaction is taking intrastate. Okay, that's why. So it will be the same rupees 1836. So first what the shopkeeper will do, whatever tax he has paid to the Mumbai wholesaler, first he will take his tax from the output tax which he has got. He will keep that money in the pocket and the remaining he will pay it to the government. So therefore we can write, therefore net tax payable by shopkeeper to government. Okay. Now let us see how much tax he will pay. So from 2,880 is already paid. From that he will take these two. So now what is 18,036? So 1836 plus 1836. So 6 6 12. Okay, so 3672. Okay, first we subtract 8. So
1836. So if you subtract from 2800 1836, it will be rupees. So let us subtract so that we don't make any silly mistake. 1836. So 4740. So rupees 1044. Okay, 1044. So from 2800 280, this much he will pay. Sorry. Now, okay, let us see first total. Okay, instead of doing this calculation, he just wants his 2880. Okay. See, are you understanding, students? The shopkeeper is collecting how much tax from the consumer? So 1836 into 2. Okay, he is collecting rupees 3672 because 1836 as CGST and 1836 as SGST. So from this 3672, what he will do? First of all, he will take away his 2880 rupees. So then the remaining balance will be paid to the government. Okay. So 3672 minus 2880. So 3672 minus 2880. So it will be 2. Then here it will come 9, 5, 7 and 2. So rupees 792. Now in the 792 also half will go to SGST and half will go to the state. So see, from 792 also, so 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are 12. Yes, from the 792, 396 will go to state government and 396 will go to central government. Okay, so tax payable by shopkeeper as, okay, let me erase this and write over here, as SGST will be rupees 396 and tax payable by shopkeeper as CGST, that is also, sorry, let me write it, that is rupees 396. I hope students you are clear what we have done over here. Okay, see, let us do once again. The consumer in Delhi is selling the article in Delhi only, so it is intrastate. Now you know if it is intrastate, then 50% will go to the government and